the Hindu view of life. What is it that we want in life? And Hinduism, we all know the formula. We recite it without thinking twice about it. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. 4 goals of human life. Not that you should have these goals. Hinduism, Vedanta says we have it. We instinctively search for that. What are these goals? Kama. Translate, kama is a Sanskrit word. Translate, pleasure. Kama, pleasure. When we are looking for fulfillment, we turn towards pleasure for fulfillment. And that's a goal. People pursue it. Hinduism is not saying that you should pursue it. It's just saying, it's recognizing that we do pursue it. And for fulfillment, for happiness. What else do we pursue? Artha. The Sanskrit word artha can be translated as prosperity, wealth, money, success in life. Artha. In a broad sense, success and doing well in life. And the third thing, that also gives happiness, and people pursue it. You don't have to tell people, be rich. Try it, you must be rich. No, especially here in America. It's a natural goal. People want to be rich. And people, they try for that. They work hard for that. And then they want to be millionaires, and then billionaires, and now a trillionaire. Yesterday, day before yesterday. Trillionaire, yes. Is Elon Musk based in Texas? Yeah, right. So Texas, yes. So that's the goal. Artha. Artha. That gives more happiness than kama. Prosperity, success in life. It gives more happiness than pleasure. And then there is something else. Dharma, which is ethics, religion, which gives you meaning and joy and a higher meaning and purpose in life, fulfillment in life, an ethical life, a good life. People want it. People want to be good people, automatically, instinctively. We would rather be good than bad. So, if these are instinctive, then what does religion have to do with it? You don't have to tell people, be rich and have fun. People want to have fun, calm, or pleasure. People want to be rich. So what is religion doing here? What religion does, what Hinduism does, or every religion does is, yes, these are your instinctive goals. Instinctively, we want these things. But what religion, ethics, spirituality can teach us is how to achieve it sustainably within the bounds of ethics, of decency, of morality. Otherwise, an unrestrained pursuit of pleasure makes you an addict. An unrestrained pursuit of money makes you Uncle Scrooge or something like that, so a miser or a Scrooge. No, and that does not result in happiness. If you think the addict is happy, no. Deeply unhappy. If you think the miserly person clutching onto his next dollar is happy, no. Deeply unhappy. And so it's self-defeating. Remember, what was our original goal? We are in pursuit of happiness. In pursuit of happiness, what did we pick up? Pleasure should give me happiness. Money should give me happiness. But now it is not giving me happiness. Indeed, it's making me unhappy. So, religion, dharma, comes in and tries to show us how to be happy, pursuing wealth within what limits of decency and morality. Pursuing pleasure, yes, within what limits of decency and morality. And goodness, dharma. The technical meaning of dharma in Hinduism would be those ethical acts, those religious, secular and religious acts which we perform gives us a lot of good karma so that after death also this party can continue. You can go to heaven. You can party here and then you can go into heaven and party there. So this is the view, dharma, artha, kama. And that's why in Hinduism we never say kama, artha, dharma. We don't say pleasure, engagement, meaning. We say dharma, artha, kama. Dharma, then this success in life and pleasure, but all within the limits of dharma, on the foundation of dharma. That makes for happiness. At no point is it saying that these are do's and don'ts. No. You want happiness. You yourself say that you want happiness. I'm showing you how you will get happiness. Immediately I mapped it. If you see Seligman's equation, PEM, pleasure, engagement, meaning. Pleasure directly maps to kama. Engagement, you can sort of stretch it, artha, it maps. And meaning and dharma also map. You can sort of match them. So it is a very old insight into our pursuit of human happiness. What thousands of years ago and throughout history, the general understanding of life as the pursuit of kama, artha on the basis of dharma, this modern psychology also, more rigorously, it investigates. And it's worth taking away from the talk. What is your takeaway from this evening? One takeaway is dharma, artha, kama, pleasure, engagement, meaning. Worthwhile. If I'm not happy, if I'm miserable, if things are not going well for me, let me look. Am I running low on pleasure or success in life? Most importantly, am I running low on meaning in life? Meaning in life. This meaning in life is very important. Engagement and pleasure, lower order. Meaning in life, extremely important. Some of the best societies, Scandinavian societies. I was in Finland at one time, a couple of years back, last year, a couple of years back, and then this year, just last month. No, this month. No, it's last month. I've forgotten what month we are in. I was in Sweden and in Norway. Now, I was telling them in talks I gave in Norway and Sweden, you have societies here which in America, when people debate how we can make society better, how we can make our health care better, our education better, these are the societies people look up to. So these are some of the finest societies that humanity has created in the world, ever in history. The highest standards of living, high levels of social consciousness, and a wonderful society, and prosperity, everything is a really wonderful society. I remember when I went to Finland, in Finnair, they were showing on the TV a documentary about Finland. They said, you're going to the country with the cleanest air in the world, and the cleanest water in the world, and the happiest people in the world. All of them claim to be the happiest people in the world. And so, when I went there, I really liked it. It was wonderful. But then after some time, I noticed nobody was smiling. Nobody. So I asked one of my hosts, a young Finnish man, why isn't anybody smiling? And he said that, without smiling, he said, we have a saying among Finnish people that if you see anybody smiling, it must be a tourist. And it's also true that in the most amazing societies, you still have to overcome unhappiness. In one sense, yes. In another sense, no. No. There is meaninglessness. There is despair. There is loneliness. I think in the United Kingdom or somewhere, they started a department of loneliness. I don't think it's well staffed. They must be very lonely in the department also. Yeah. So it's a serious mental health hazard. Loneliness, meaninglessness, and leading to high rates of suicide. How can you have the finest society in the world? Whatever we thought about of achieving, reasonably possible to achieve, you have achieved. And still there is unhappiness. How is it possible? I remember this book. There's this professor, Cicela Bock. Very interesting person. She teaches at Harvard University, or at least used to, 5 or 6 years ago in the Department of Education. I don't know. She must be emeritus now. An amazing background. This lady, she's a brilliant professor of, her knowledge in philosophy and education and psychology and sociology, economics, extraordinary. Her husband was the president of Harvard University, also an academic. Her father, just imagine, her father was a Nobel laureate. Her mother